Hi everybody, it's Lesley Tao here and welcome to my YouTube channel. Now today I've got a very special guest, and just FYI, I'm still in Lebanon in Beirut. I'm with the wonderful, amazing and beautiful Lara.
Hi everyone.
We actually haven't seen each other for a very long time, a couple of years.
Yeah. We've been living together
in Dubai.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Lara actually is Remy, my husband's best friend's sister-in-law. Yeah, and she's a very special lady. So actually I came, so we're currently in the office of her supermarket.
Welcome.
And thank you. And this area is
Safe in Supermarket
in
Jdeida, Beirut.
I was banned from saying that because it sounded really awful coming out of me. So Safe Supermarket is quite special because I popped in a few days ago with boys to basically get some food boxes, donation boxes together for the poor and the hungry in Lebanon. Now, in case you guys are not aware, Lebanon's currently going through a people's revolution, which has had a massive impact on the economy here in terms of businesses are taking a massive hit, people are losing jobs, people are getting their salaries cut in half, and Lara here is the owner and boss and female boss of this wonderful supermarket, and she's got some great ethics that go behind it. So without further ado, Lara, I've got some questions for you, but thank you for agreeing to come on my YouTube channel.
Thank you for choosing Safe in Supermarket. Thank you for being interested in Lebanon and in the businesses and the situation we're going through.
Yes, in terms of the situation here, actually, let's rewind a bit. Why did you name the supermarket Save In? What's the story behind that?
Actually, I worked in supermarkets for 15 years. My parents owned a supermarket, but not in the area, in another area. Therefore, I was raised practically in doing this business. And then I went to Dubai, as you know, and came back to Lebanon just to open Safe in Supermarket. I chose the name because I have a strategy that I want people to come here and to buy from our shop, and I chose the name Safe In because I decided not to put a lot of profit.
Right.
Yeah.
Can we break that down a bit? So usually in a normal supermarket, what would be their sort of profit margin on a product, like a percentage?
Oh, it differs from a section to another. For example, in some sections, the profit is 2-3%. In other sections, it's 20-25%. It differs from a section to another.
Okay.
For example, in everything that is cleaning and the stuff like this, the profit is very low. In the food and the fresh food, the profit is higher.
I see. And you decided that instead of, making more profit, you wanted your customers, to be able to save a bit more money. Yes, fantastic.
I want them to come to Save In and to feel that, okay, they are paying the price of the thing, but the profit we're putting is not very high comparing to other supermarkets.
Yeah. Thanks for explaining that. Does that also mean that you have to negotiate harder with the suppliers to get a even better deal?
Yes, for sure. Especially that we are a local supermarket. We're not international. We don't buy big bulks. Therefore, I have a lot of struggles with the suppliers and trying to get better prices, better offers.
Well, guys, before this all started, this interview, I actually was a witness to Lara negotiating with a supplier of hers, although I didn't really understand what was going on, but she's a tough cookie. Yeah. Well, I suppose personally,
Lesley,
go ahead.
Brackets, most of our suppliers are men.
Yes, I was going to ask you about that. Yeah.
Therefore, I have to be tough with them because in some minds, people think that, okay, she's a woman running the supermarket, she's the owner, maybe she's a bit, between brackets, weaker or more sensitive or I don't know, but you always feel that, I always have the feeling that I'm a woman, they are men. you know.
That's really interesting because I was just about to come on to this point actually. So good timing, which is I am not aware of any other supermarket owners that are female or not a massive chain. Is that common?
Not in Lebanon. In Lebanon, there's me and there's my mother also running the supermarket that they own.
You probably find women probably owning like salons and stuff like that a bit more, but a supermarket, I would say, is definitely one that's traditionally seen as more male dominated.
Yes.
So that's amazing. Well, which brings me to sort of ask you the next question. So since the revolution's been going on and a lot of local and small businesses have been hit, okay, can you tell me about whether this has had an impact on your business? And what are you doing to sort of keep your head above water if it is impacting you guys greatly?
Okay, Lesley, it's not only about the revolution. A year or a couple of years ago, Lebanon started to struggle. Okay, the economy is really bad. The revolution was just how we say it, the final...
the straw that broke the camel's back.
Yeah,
the tipping stone of the iceberg.
Therefore, it's not about the revolution. It's about the whole economy. We're struggling with the exchange. We're struggling to buy products and suffering from the early summertime. The revolution was just the thing that you said that was the camel.
Yeah, the straw that broke the camel's back. The straw, the tip of the iceberg. Yeah.
Okay. And here was the world change because we struggle now for buying items. Before we had, for example, credits. We used to buy on credits. We had the 60 days credits. Now we have to pay cash.
That's a massive impact on your cash flow.
Yes, we're struggling with cash flow. We are on a shortage, and which is very hard because the expenses are very high.
Yes.
The electricity, the rental, everything is very expensive here in Lebanon. Therefore, and with buying on cash, it's very hard.
So have you had to go back and just reformulate a different strategy? Or does anything work at the moment?
Actually, not really, because the whole situation changed out of a sudden. We were not prepared. I'm not sure if we have to build a strategy because we hope that this situation will not last long.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, but we're trying to cut down on our costs. We're trying to, for example, I used to have an extra storage for my supermarket. We just left it.
Yes.
Just to avoid the rental. We're trying also to do some economy on the electricity stuff, and we're trying to. This is how we are facing the actual situation.
Thank you for sharing that. It's not easy, I know, because it's
not easy.
Yeah, I have also been in a situation where you have to hold tight or then decide when, you know, what's the best plan next, right? Well, I guess if you could say, what is your biggest challenge at the moment? What is it? Is it cash flow or is it something else?
I have two big challenges. The first one is to keep my supermarket full of product and not to have any product that is not present in my supermarket, and to be able to pay for it. This is my first struggle. This is the thing that will keep my sales going over and over. And the second struggle is the employees and the families that are living from the supermarket. This is especially that I tend to employ women and mothers especially.
Oh, that's really nice. And the reason for that is because you want to help them and their families, I'm guessing.
Yeah, and because also I know that that not all the women here in Lebanon have equal working opportunities. You know, sometimes in a lot of businesses they prefer to employ men. I try to employ women.
I feel like Saving Supermarket is an empowering women supermarket business, and it is amazing. We really need it to survive this sort of economic status at the moment, big time. Yeah. So you have our full support. Yeah, no matter what we can do. If you're in Lebanon and you're in Beirut, like drop spinnies for a bit and come to Save In and start shopping here, okay?
Yeah, you can find very good offers also.
Brilliant. I also wanted to talk, Lara, because you got a fridge outside the supermarket. And I've heard that there is a very, very heartwarming story of this, but I wanted, could you tell everybody a bit, you know, where that's come from, you know, and what it means to you to have that there, what this fridge is about?
The fridge that we have outside of the supermarket is a charity fridge. The concept of the fridge is that because in our houses and homes we cook, and sometimes we don't eat all the food, or so instead of throwing them or keeping them in our fridges for days and days and days, I encourage people to and say, please come put the extra food in this fridge, because a lot of people needs to eat. We're struggling a lot of people, they don't have money to buy the food. So I personally and my friends cook once a week, especially for this fridge. And
wow.
Yeah.
So you cook for the fridge?
Yeah.
I was thinking you cook like once a week. That's what I do, but I don't cook that much, you see.
No, every Wednesday, me and my friends, we gather in one house and we cook, especially for this fridge.
That's
because
amazing.
Because from this fridge, a lot of people who need to eat and cannot afford it, they come and eat from this fridge.
That's amazing. And when did this initiative start?
It started last December.
And what provoked?
December 2018.
So it's been running for a year now. And what provoked you to start it? Was there anything that happened?
Yes. Yeah. In fact, once I cooked and my husband didn't eat.
I'll tell him off when I see him.
And my son, he ate at his grandma's house. And then I was looking at this food. What am I going to do with it? I don't want to throw it. I hate throwing food. And I know that there's a lot of people that cannot afford to buy it. So I said, okay, why not to have a fridge and put it outside of the supermarket? And I'm sure that because the supermarket is situated in a place where there's a lot of buildings and homes around us, I'm sure that this thing is happening in each and every house to throw the food. So please, neighbors, come and put your food here in our fridge.
So if you're watching this video and you live in Lebanon and in Beirut, not only do you have to come to Saving Supermarket to shop, but also remember to donate some food, because obviously people are hungry and they're taking the food, right?
Yes.
Wow. Do you have regulars?
Yes, we have regulars.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and sometimes the fridge is empty. For example, we have a regular that I know him very well. I know now his face.
Yeah.
Sometimes he comes, the fridge is empty. He goes, and then after 2-3 hours, he come and check. Maybe someone put some food.
Oh, that's amazing. Do you have kids that come as well?
Sometimes some kids. We have kids. We have old people mainly.
Oh, that's really good.
We have also a mother with her kids that come every day.
Yeah, that's amazing. Well done. Oh, I love this initiative.
And also, I would like to point that also it's good for our kids to learn how to do such a stuff. For example, I see sometimes some parents with their kids, and they just park the car, and the kids, they go from the car and they put some food in the fridge, and then they come back. They are really happy to do it.
That's good, like teaching the kids, like,
yes,
you know, about doing some
charity. The look on the face is much happier than having a gift, because they feel that they are doing something. Yeah,
I love that. I'm learning so much from you, by the way. I love that.
Thank you.
And so I've got 2 last questions. Okay, one is now you're #lady boss. Okay, what's been like one of the most funniest things that has happened, you know, in your now business career?
A funny thing, I'm gonna tell you a small story. Sometimes I mix up between the lady boss and the, and the wife boss. So,
I do that too. Oh no.
Okay, Lara, we're at home. We're not at the supermarket. Sometimes this is funny, for example. Something funny. Sometimes I don't want to be a boss. Sometimes I just want to be.
Just want to chill and not have. It's quite a lot of pressure, yeah.
Yes.
Because obviously, people think that you have a. Generally speaking, people think if you have a business, you know, you're always going to have some money, especially if you have a supermarket, and that's true. But there's a lot of hard work that goes on behind the scenes, and you also have the pressure because you're looking after employees as well, right? And the community. Mm-hmm. So a very commendable job you're doing. So I guess the last thing is that for the community out there, sorry, this is targeted mainly at women. Sorry, guys. We'll have some guy entrepreneurs on at some other point. But what would be like, I would say, the 3 sort of top tips that you can think of that you would give younger women or women who just want to have their own career or own businesses starting off today?
The first tip that I want to say that believe in yourself. Believe that you can do. If you have an idea, try to do it. Believe that you are strong and that even if, for example, in my country, we're mainly in a man's world, but I'm doing okay between them.
You're doing quite well now. I was a bit scared when you were talking to that supplier. I think he really respects you.
Yeah. Because women are more tough sometimes. They know what they want. They are more organized also.
Okay.
So that's it. The second tip is that don't forget that you're a woman. Whenever you work, don't forget that you're a woman.
That is true in terms of looking after yourself.
Not only to yourself, to your look, but in your heart, because we are special. We women are special. We always have our special touch. Which, sorry, man.
It's okay.
Sorry.
I'll be like hashtag. This episode is a bit anti-men. but Sophie over there is loving it.
So this is also, don't forget that you're a woman. Don't forget to do business like a woman with our ethics and.
I love that. Like more like this. Mm. Yeah, like you're holding. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Sorry, this is like I'm like, hey everyone, it's like this. And people are like, what's she talking about? You guys know what I mean. The woman's touch.
Yes, the woman's touch. And the third tip is that. I don't know.
Okay, when it gets really tough, okay, really tough situation.
Okay, no, I have a third tip because sometimes I do struggle in it. Don't be very subjective and don't hold it outside of your job. Because we women are very emotional, and we sometimes tend to take things in our heart, and we take them home with us. So keep them in your work.
Oh, bless you! I'm gonna have a word with your husband. Oh, bless you. I think that's an amazing advice for all of our supporters there. And thank you for just sharing your story and having this amazing business. I'm going to go shopping here. Thank you. The amazing Lara from Beirut, from
Safe in Supermarkets.
And
Jdeide.
I can't say it. Thanks, Lara.
Bye.
Thanks, guys.